Hello everybody, Artisan Loom again. I'm here to do a tutorial for a very nice friend on Instagram called Dreamin' Out Loud. That is who this design is from, and this is called the Zareen bracelet. And it is a 9-pin bar design. Looks pretty cool here. Haven't made it before, but I'm going to do that as we go, so wish me luck that it comes out just as gorgeous as this one. And this is her Zareen bracelet, and here is her account. Really nice account. It's got some really neat cuff designs on here and all. So if you'd like to go ahead and give her a follow, that would be super awesome. I'm sure she'd appreciate that. And so that, yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do today, is do the Zareen bracelet. So I'm going to show you what the this is the placement of the excuse me, pin bars. It's going to be just like, so like, you know how when you get a loom, they come, you know, staggered like this, where you're going to do the same thing for, it's just going to be like putting 3 looms together, just like that. So, one here, come down 1, go up 1, and then over 1, come down 1, up 1, over 1, come down 1, and up 1. So, it is going to be 2 full loom lengths long, and use all this blue stabilizers. If you don't have any of the 6-pin ones, use as many as you have for the blue, and just strategically place them so that it doesn't buckle. This isn't going anywhere. Of course, I've got the 6-pin stabilizers, which will be available at rainbowloom.com in May sometime, probably mid-May. So hopefully you can catch some of those, because they are fantastic. Okay, so I am going to pick out my colors. I already have some of my colors picked out. I'm hoping that they all go good together. I'm going to use opaque black. I'm going to try to use some fuchsia from the opaque. And this is, I think it's Egyptian blue, I believe. And then I'm going to use some gray, Egyptian gray. I believe that's Egyptian or Persian, but I think it's Egyptian gray. And then I think I'm going to try to use some of the 300 count pack blue sweets. Okay, so I'm going to try to bead mine. And what she had told me was that the signature side to this is going to be the top. Okay, so usually when I do designs, I bead them, I put all the beads towards the bottom, and that's going to be my signature side. But she said the signature side is the top, so won't matter for my border, which is what I'm going to bead. But I'm going to try to remember that whatever beads I lay, they will be on the top of the loom, and that will be my signature side. I'm just going to try something new. I don't think I've ever done it like that, so wish me luck that it comes out right. Okay, so my border bands, I'm going to move some of my stuff around, or it's going to be opaque black. So I'm going to first put, I'm going to put 2, they're all kind of twisted and weird. Let me get some that are a little more straight. I'm going to put 2 bands right there on that center peg. Okay, and then I'm just going to follow it around. Just go from the center over again, down to the last one. Okay, push bands down to the right, over, downward, into the edge. Okay, now that we have that part done, we're just going to go straight up the loom. Okay, so I'm going to do I'm going to do a single band that way, and then I made up some beads. I made 24 of these, and I'm going to do every other one. So if you choose not to bead it, that's fine too, but I'm going to put a single band, beaded band, single band, beaded band, and I'm going to do this all the way up the loom. I think we're going to go to the very end. Okay, so over here, single band, beaded band, single band, beaded band. Okay, so go ahead and do this. I'm going to go off camera and finish my border. Okay, I've done my border bands all the way to the top, and let me show you how you end it. Okay, when you get to the very end, you're going to stop 3 pegs from the top, and you're going to come in 2 times. Then you're going to go over 1 and then up 1, ending in that center. Do the same thing over here. Come to the top, come in 2, over 1, and then I need to put 1 going towards the center, just like that. Okay, that's how she has it. Okay, now you need to pick out your next color, which I think I'm going to use the, gosh, what color do I want to use? Black. It's hard to say what I would like to use. Let me pull up her picture so that you can see what we just did. Okay, we just did, in my black border here was what this Persian color is. Now the next color is where she has the Persian, I believe it's the Persian 600 count blue. I believe that's what she's got going on. Okay, so right there is what we're going to work on both sides. So now I've just got to figure out what I would like to do. Let me do, okay, let me go ahead and do the gray. I'll do the Persian gray or Egyptian gray, whichever one that is. Let's do that. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to do a zigzag pattern all the way up the loom. So we're going to start here and do a zigzag, just a straight zigzag. Just going to make sure I push down my bands as I go. Okay, so go ahead and do, we're going to go ahead and do that. Oops, let me see what we got going on here. Okay, on each side. So you'll go on from this side and do your lovely zigzag. Okay, so go ahead and do your zigzag all the way up on both sides. Now that I've got the zigzags all the way up, I'm going to come through and I'm going to use my fuchsia color. And I'm going to, what we're going to do, hold up, is we are going to do a single chain going all the way up. Very simple. I know I'm slow. I tend to try to do things right. And I'm going to do one on this side as well with the fuchsia all the way up. Okay. Okay, so single chain with the fuchsia all the way up, and then I need a single chain here and a single chain here, and I'm going to go ahead and show you what colors I'm going to use. I think I'm going to use the blue sweets. I have no idea what this is going to look like. no earthly idea what this is going to look like, but we're going to give it a shot. We're going to do a single chain as well, right up here, and right next to this one over here on this side. Oops. Single chain, okay, going up just like that. And then we also need a single chain on these two. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and do, well, if I've got enough black, I think I'm going to do black going up. So a single chain of black going all the way to the end. Oops, wow, just dropping bands everywhere. Single chain going up. Okay, just like that. So single chain of fuchsia, single chain of your next color, single chain of your next color. We're not going to put a single chain down the center. So go ahead and finish those to the end, and I'll meet you right back here. I lied. I did not have any black, so I'm using Persian black down these two. I only had enough to go so far up, so I had to take it off and put a strip of Persian gold. I'm just hoping these colors look okay. Okay, the next step we're going to do is we're going to put bands stemming from right here. So I'm just going to continue on with my fuchsia, and we're going to just go up just like this. Okay. And we're going to do the same on this side. And you're going to do that all the way up the loom. Okay, I'll meet you back. I'm done with that. We have to grab our next color, and I'm just going to continue. I hope this colors look all right. These blue sweets, and I'm going to, you're just going to go, okay, from this peg, you're going to do a long stretch to there. Okay, on every peg, you're just going to do a long stretch just like that, all the way up the loom. Okay, do the same on this side. You're going to do a long stretch, long stretch. I wanted to bling this one out a little bit more, but I think what I'm going to do is just put a really nice charm on the front, because I'm not sure how to bling it out when the bands are on top. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, I don't know. But I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to bead some down the center and then put a nice brooch on it. So anyhow, you're going to do these long stretches to the very end. Okay, I hope I'm not just going absolutely nuts with all these different colors. I'm just really praying that they match. They look good when I put them on my finger all together. Okay, so this is the one that I wasn't sure what color I wanted to use, but I think I'm going to go with the metallic silver. Okay, and at this point we're going to make X's going up, starting from right here. You're going to come in. From the third pin bar, you're going to go, you're going to make an X, just like that. The whole way up. All right, and you're going to do the same thing on this side, but you're going to go the mirror image. Instead of going from here to there, you're going to go from there to there. Okay. Okay, so go ahead and do your X's. the whole way down. So now we're going to work on the center. And I'm going to start off with blue. And this is I guess, an Egyptian blue or a Persian blue. I can't remember. But we're going to go from the center, or over to the center, straight up. Well, and then down like that, okay? And then I'm going to, let's see here, I'm going to alternate a different color, and I'm going to use, I think this is the Persian hot pink. And then I'm going to, go do the same thing towards the left. And I made up some of these beaded bands. I'm going to try this out, see how it works. I have no idea. I'm afraid to beat it, because if I beat it wrong and it doesn't come out, then it reflects poorly. Okay, so, but I'm going to try. Okay, so from the center, so all the center ones that I'm going to do beads. So from the center to the left, and then the beaded one straight up, and then another band to the right. Okay? Then we're going to take the same color and we're going to connect it to the center. So it's almost like making a diamond with a diamond with a band going up. But let me show you the placement again. I'm going to alternate and do my blue. And the blue, I put beads on those as well. Let me move these over here. Okay, so then the next band placement is you're going to go from the center to the left, and then you're going to go single band up the center, and then straight over to the right, and then you're going to get another band in my blue, and you're going to connect it to make that diamond shape. Okay, that is how it goes. And then I'm going to alternate back to my pink. I'm going to have to press these bands down. I'm going to go to the left. Then I've got a beaded band going up the center. Okay, and then another pink going outward. And then I'm going to connect to make the diamond shape. Just like that. Okay, the blue towards the left, beaded band going up my center, and then another blue going outward, and then I need two bands to connect it to make the diamond shape from the left to the center, to the right to the center. So there you go. So that's the band placement going all the way up. Start here, one up, one to the right. When you get that part done, then you need to go from the left peg to the center, the right peg to the center, and that will make like the diamond shape. And you're going to do that all the way down. So now I've got the whole center done, and the next step we've got to do is we've got to put cap bands on every peg going down the center. So I'm just going to use, I guess you can use any color. I'm just going to go ahead and use, fuchsia. So go ahead and put your cap bands all the way down the center, and then we'll be ready to turn the loom around. We also need to put a cap band on every one all the way down. Okay, so now that we have cap bands all down the center, what we're going to do is we're going to go in through this peg and grab that blue band that I placed and bring it forward, okay? And then we're going to go into this peg through the cap band, grab the other blue and bring it down. It's probably tight because of this cap band, okay? And then bring it down to the right. Okay? And then let me see how we're going to do this. We're going to go back into this peg, grab that top pink, bring it to the left, and we're going to go in and grab that top pink, bring it to the right. Okay. Let me see how this is going to work. It's kind of odd. Because I know we looped this center one, don't we? Let me just, I'm trying to see how we've got this thing going. I'm thinking that's how it goes. So we're going to go in through here and grab this beaded band and bring it forward, okay? So that's how we're going to do it. Let me go back and see what she's got going on for this thing. Okay, so we're going to go in through this one now. And we are going to grab this band and bring it forward, or to the center. Go into this right peg and bring it to the center. Okay? That's what it's looking like it's going to look like. Yeah. Okay, then we're going to go in through this where all these bands meet, and we're going to grab that top band, which is going to be that blue, and take it out to the left. And then we're going to take it out to the right. Okay, come on. Let me grab that top band. Okay. And then we're going to go back in here. Let me check what we got going on, because it looks like this one's on top of this one. So we might have to go... Let me check the notes real quick just to make for certain. As far as I can tell, we're going to go up from here. Where are you at? Where is this band? Okay, let me find this band. I can't, the way that I'm sitting, I'm going to... Kind of makes no sense. Let me look on the bottom and see. Yeah, it's looking like it's okay. Sorry, it's just I needed to check something. Okay, so then it looks like we're going to go in through this left band peg. Hold on one second. My allergies are killing me. Okay, hold on. Okay, so I came in from this peg to the center, and what I'm going to do is come into this one and go to the center. Okay, I'm going to go into this one, grab that top. If I can figure out, I got to go through all these bands and get that top one. The angle that I'm sitting at is making it really hard for me to do. Okay, whoops, I'm wanting to grab the wrong one. Okay, go to the left, get the next one in line, go to the right, and then we're going to go up the center, and then we're going to go on this left peg and bring it to the center, go on this right peg and bring it to the center. Okay, now start all over again, going through this peg, get the one that goes to the left, go in, get the next one that goes to the right, the one that goes in the center, and then you're going to come over to this peg and you're going to grab it and bring it, I guess I should have pushed my bands down, to the center, okay, and you're going to go back in here, grab the one that goes to the left, go back in, grab the one that goes to the right, go back in, the one that goes forward, then you're going to come over to this peg and bring that towards the center on both sides. Okay, so you're going to do that all the way down the loom. So I will meet you back when you have that part completed. Okay, now that we have the center part done, we need some cap bands, and we're going to put a cap band right here on the right of this X. And then we need a cap band to the left of this X. I do triples, same color as my border. Okay, so now we're going to go in through this cap band and we're going to take it to the right and then take this one to the left. Okay. We'll do the same thing on this side. We'll go from the top band, and we'll bring it back to itself and back to itself. Okay. And we will just continue to do that all the way up the loom. So it will be the top band gets looped over first. We'll just do a few on this side. Just like this. Oops. Normal X's up the loom, okay? Very simple. We're going to go on this side and we're going to do, the top one is this one, so we're going to go in from this side. And we're going to go to the center, do the X, and do it all the way up the loom. So I'm going to go off camera and let you go ahead and finish that part all the way down. So once we get that part done, we've got this single chain and this single chain to loop up. We're just going to go in and do a normal single chain all the way up the loom. Okay, same with on this side, go in through here. Do that right. Yeah, I did that right. Okay. Kind of hard to decipher from a flipogram, but I think I'm doing it right. So single chain all the way down. Go ahead and finish that part. Okay. These two single chains are looped up all the way to the top. Now we're going to work on these long stretches that I have here in blue. Okay, through this cap band, we're just going to go in and bring it to the upper left. We're going to do that on each one. Super simple. If I can find that one. And we shall do this the entire way up the loom. Okay, we're going to do that on both sides. So I'm going to go on over here into this cap band, grab that top band and bring it to the upper right and just continue on. Very simple step right here. We're going to come into some new looping technique. It may be somebody else's, like looming roach, but I'm not sure. But it can be a little bit confusing, so hopefully that I'll get it right as well. So anyhow, so just take your long stretches and loop them to the upper right and the upper left. Okay, now we're going to work on these little small stretches. I'm going to go in through here and bring that downward on each one. Okay, all the way up the loom, super simple. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing over here. We're going to go in through here, bring it down towards the right, just like so. And I'm going to go off camera, finish this part as well, because it's super simple. And then I think the next step is this different type of looping technique. So I'll meet you right back. Or actually, we're going to probably loop up our, yep, this is a different looping technique. So we'll go ahead and finish this part up and then I'll show you. Now that we've brought all these small stitches downward, we're going to go in and we've got this single chain that's going up right here. And what we're going to do is we're going to go in through this cap band and grab that blue stitch, and instead of bringing it back up to itself, we're just going to bring it straight out, okay? So go into the next one. Instead of doing this, you're going to do this. Okay, very simple. You just got to remember it goes out towards the left. And you're going to do that all the way up the loom. My neighbor's dog says hi. Okay, so we're going to go in through this one as well. Grab it, instead of bringing it forward, we're going to just bring it out to the right. Bring it out to the right. And you're going to do that as well all the way up. Okay? So I will finish that off camera. You too. Meet you back. So this is where it gets, it's not really complicated. You just have to pay attention. I don't know whose looping technique this is. I think I've seen it done with Looming Roach, but not 100% sure who really owns stitches anyway. So I'm not even going to try to say who the original person that did it was, because I have no clue. I just know I've seen it one other time before. So what you're going to do is you're going to go in here and grab that. This is, you've got a single chain going up. You're going to go in through here, and you're going to grab that single chain and bring it forward, okay? Now, let's see if I can zoom in to show you what we're going to be doing. Let me let my dog in before I get started in this. He's driving me nuts. So, sorry about that. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Well, let me zoom out and show you what I did. We're going to go and right here and go a single chain up. Okay, just one. We're just going to go up one. And then this is where the looping technique is different. And if I had different color, this is my single chain is done in fuchsia. And I think on her flipogram it was a different color than the other, these two. But I used the same color for these cross bands going downward as I did for my single chain. So it can be confusing. But basically what you're going to do is you're going to, on the outside of the peg right here, after you do this one single chain up, you're going to go down here and grab, it's the other half of this band here, okay, this pink band or the fuchsia. You're going to grab it and just bring it over and drop it just like that. Then, see where I have the two blues here? You're going to go in and grab the bottom blue one, just like I'm doing here, and just bring that one over as well, okay? So then it should look like that. Okay, let me make for certain that's what she did. That's how I understood it to be. Okay, yeah. So then we're going to go in through the next one. We're going to go in through here. Oops, let me zoom it out. We're going to go in through this peg, and we're going to grab the single chain going forward. Okay? After you grab the single chain going forward, you're going to go down here and grab this bottom fuchsia. Whatever the bottom band is before the single chain, okay? And mine happens to be a fuchsia. It's kind of confusing because my single chain and my cross bands are the same color. So this is the one I'm trying to grab, and I'm just going to bring it over. And then I'm going to go and get the bottom blue one just like this, and I'm going to bring it over, okay? Then I'm going to go back in here, grab that single chain, and move it forward, okay? Then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go down here and grab that fuchsia band, which is the other half of this one, and I'm going to bring it over, okay? Then I'm going to go in and grab this bottom blue one, and I'm going to drop it over so that it looks like this, okay? I'll do one more. So then you're going to go back in here, and you're going to grab the single chain going forward. So every time that you drop these two bands over here, then you want to do your single chain going up. Then you're going to go in here, grab that cross band, drop it over, go back, and grab this blue band and bring it over. Okay? At that point, you just go back in, grab the single chain, and go forward. Okay? So that's what you're going to do the entire way up the loom. Okay, I'm going to show you on this side. Set it down for a minute. It's kind of getting heavy. You're going to go in to this cap band and grab that single chain that goes forward. Okay. Now, why is this? No, I'm not going to do that. Hold up. Let me get all this back in order. I grab this side. It's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to grab the single chain and bring it up. Okay. Once I get that single chain up, what I'm trying to do, what I'm attempting to do, is to grab the band right before you get to your single bands, the one right above it, which it's hard to tell because I got so many bands on, bands on here, and they're kind of the same color. I know for a fact it's this fuchsia band right here, and it's the other half of this band here. Okay, it's just hard to tell. But if you're using a different color single chain than you are for these, like she didn't, if you're using a single chain different color than what she used for her pink, the pink bands going across here, then you'll be able to tell right away. But because mine are the same color, I have to dig for it. Okay, so you bring this out, and then you're just going to drop it over the pin. Then you're going to go right here and grab that bottom blue, okay, what I have here, and bring it over and drop it. Then you're going to do, where am I? The single chain going up, okay? And then I'm going to try to see how you show you from the side. So you're going to do the same thing. So here's the single chain that went up. I'm going to grab that fuchsia band, which I know is up underneath this blue. It's kind of hard for me to get to. Wish I would have used different colors now. Okay, there it is. And I'm going to drop it over and then grab that bottom blue one and bring it and drop it over as well. Okay, then at that point, you want to grab your single chain going up. Okay, so then I would go over here. I'd go in and find that fuchsia band that I need right here. Drop it over. The bottom blue band. Drop it over. Okay, come back right here and bring it forward. Okay, now I'm going to zoom out because this thing's getting heavy to hold. And I'm going to try to do it while it's flat, so you won't be able to see as well, but you can always rewind the tape to see. But basically, we went forward right here with that single chain. So now I'm going to go through right here and grab my fuchsia band that I know is the cross band right here. I'm going to grab it, bring it over and drop it. Then I'm going to go back in front of this peg, get the bottom blue one, bring it over and drop it. Okay, and at that point, I'm going to grab the next single chain going up, if I can get it, and go forward. You're going to do that all the way down the loom, but this is what it's going to look like. It's going to give these little neat little lace looking things going up. So I'm going to let you finish that part, and then I guess it's all downhill from here. We're almost done. So finish that up, and then I'll show you the next step. We finished this neat little stitching here. We have to do this in the border. So these zigzags here on the side, we're going to go in. We're always going to go in through this second pin bar, and we're going to grab the top one and bring it down. Go back in, bring it there. And instead of going here and bring it to here, here to here, here to here, we're always going to go into these pin bars and bring it back towards the border, because the borders is what's going to hold it all together. So we're going to bring this down, go back in, bring it up, go into this one, bring it down and connect it to the border, bring it up. And that's how we're going to do it. Okay, just like that. And the same over here, you're going to go in through here, grab that top one, bring it down, go back in, bring it up, go in, bring it down, up. Oops. Okay. And you're going to follow this all the way down to the end. Okay, we're done with that part. Now we just loop up the border. Going through the cap band, grab the one that goes to the left. The birdies are singing to us. Isn't that special? We get a special show. I'm going to be quiet so we can hear the birds. But basically we're just, oops. We're just going to do a single border. Bring it all the way around and do the single border all the way up. Birds are awfully vocal today, although they're not as close. So maybe I will actually go off camera and finish up these. I thought if they were still going to be screaming that we would listen, but apparently they've moved off a little further away. So just finish up your border going all the way up, and then I'll meet you back with the C-clip. Now I'm done. I brought the border up here, up, over into the center, and did the same thing over here. And so I'm going to go in through all these bands. Well, actually I don't need to. Actually I do go in through all these bands. I forgot I laid these two. So anyhow, these two bands, you just go in. Well, I'm having a time. Go through all these. Well, I'm losing it. Put all 4 of them on here like that. And that's where you put your C-clip. Once again, I am not prepared. I don't practice what I preach. I'm going to grab me a C-clip real quick. And go ahead and place it on. And I'm going to leave it on the hook just like so. Just so that it will, in case something happens and it falls off, be my luck. Okay, so at this point, obviously you're not going to try to pull this hoss off of the loom without your hook, so you're just going to release the tension. I'm going to make sure all mine are looped up. It looks like it's looped up. At this point, let's just start taking it off by releasing the tension off the border. Okay, we do the same thing on the other side. I think everybody knows how to take their take it off. Okay, so then you're going to go to the next peg and release the tension off of there as well. Okay, same thing on this side. You could just take it off peg by peg instead of releasing it on each side, but I'm just going to show you what I normally do, but I didn't go all the way up. Okay, at this point, you can take it off there too, but I think I'm just going to take it off each peg. So just go around each peg, pull it off. Okay. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go through and pull all mine off. And you do the same, and then I'll meet you back here when I get mine off of the loom. So I just got it off the loom, and I guess I beaded it wrong, because from what I'm understanding, well, I'm just going to take it and stretch it. I didn't beat it wrong. The problem is that I think this is the signature side, and my attempt was to bead the signature side, but apparently I didn't. I beaded this side, but they're both lovely. Both lovely sides, any way that you want to do it. So I have a ton of bands to fix. They're all twisted. I just can't handle the twist. So I'm going to go through and untwist my bands, make it lay properly the way that I want it so that it actually looks nice. See how them gold ones look? And I'll do the same over here. Whoops. I may have to go in and twist the other way to get the gold to come out this way. Okay, but that's basically what I'm going to do. I have to do it this way. Oh, there's the birds. They say good mornings. Guten Morgen. Wie geht's? Okay, so that's what you're going to do all the way down. Is just go ahead and fix your twisted bands. That way it looks halfway decent. I've got a ton. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go off. I'm going to fix my bands and show you what mine looks like, all fixed and prettied up with all the sparkle that I want on this side. Fix my beads down in the center and on the border, and then I'll be back and show you my finished product. But this apparently is the signature side, probably because of this looping technique, which you can see on this side too. It's just that this single chain is in the way. It's not really in the way, but you get a different look by doing it, having it on this side. Okay, so this really should have been the signature side. And if you didn't bead it, you could do it either way you want. But since I beaded it, it wouldn't really make sense to use it on this side, because all my beading is on this side. So let me fix my bands and I'll come back and show you what mine looks like. I fixed all my bands and my beads and got them where I wanted them. And this is what it looks like, which is really super pretty. I think I like this side a whole lot. But I do also understand why this side is the signature side, because it just shows off the looping right here. Although, yeah, it shows off the looping a little bit more on this side. So I do understand if you didn't bead it, then that would be a really lovely bracelet. See that? Really cool. Since I beaded the wrong, and I was really trying to bead it the right way, because she said that Dreaming Out Loud said that the signature side is the side from the top. That's why I put the one that's going to be on the very top, and that's why I put my beads where I put them. But apparently, maybe my brain just wasn't, I don't know, was fried or something. Anyhow, I tried, but that doesn't diminish any of it, because you can choose to use this side or this side. And I think it's just absolutely lovely. Look at that. Very nice. Very nice. Perfect size too. Fits. Might be slightly big on me, but not by much, because actually it's not. It's quite comfortable. If I had it any looser, it'd be too loose, and if I had it any tighter, it'd be uncomfortable. So this is perfect. So anyhow, this is the Zareen bracelet by dreamin.out.loud. And if you decide to do a rendition of this, if you could just tag and hashtag Artisan Loom and dreamin.out.loud, and give her a follow on Instagram as well. She is an amazing loomer. I also created a Facebook page called Artisan Loom Bead Queen, if you would like to like that page on Facebook, and also give me a follow on Instagram as Artisan Loom, and also YouTube. Subscribe to my channel. That would be awesome. So I guess I will cut out for now, and hope you enjoyed this and don't find it too difficult to do, and hope you give it a try. So until next time, take care now. Bye.